The Saeed Al-Baghi. Answer the question. We playing on what mode?
Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate.
An entire class of U.S. Soviet nuclear missiles is eliminated. Means that the era of nuclear disarmament has begun. We will stay the course, and we will succeed.
Woods.
And there can be no doubt. Operation Desert Storm is working.
Because Woods was alive the whole time.
Are you denying that?
We have discussed it
What
already.
more do you want, Livingston?
Enough! You
Sure.
disobeyed a direct order, Mr. Marshall, when it was clear your op was compromised.
With all due respect, sir, you weren't there.
And the group that compromised you, the Pantheon. You sure that's who they were?
That's what Alawi called him. When are you gonna tell us what's really going on here?
I'm asking the questions, Mr. Woods.
Sir, if you read the report, you
I
can...
read your report, Ms. Harrow. Some of it I still find hard to believe. That's why we're going to go over events again. Only this time, I want to hear it from Marshall. From the beginning.
I'm gone.
We were in position near the Iraq-Kuwait border.
Let's
Small
go.
team. Me, Harrow, and Case.
That's me, right? Casey? Kuwait.
Alawi is ahead of
This is
schedule.
what my dad was in, I
Whoever he's
believe.
meeting won't wait around
The
for
beginning
long.
of this.
No, not if it's a smuggler.
It might have been.
I'm sure Alawi's paid top dollar to get himself out of the Middle East.
Lavi.
Guess it doesn't really matter. He's coming with us. Outlaw 42, we've got our eyes on the convoy. Fading the target, over.
Roger, ground. Target confirmed. Waiting on your go. Over.
Do it.
Outlaw 42, you're clear to engage. Out.
Let's go get him.
Copy, ground. Engaging it out. Here comes the traffic jam.
Traffic jam. Traffic jam time.
He'll be in the middle of the convoy. And remember, Livingston...
Let's check this. The settings. The settings in. Tap to slide. Ooh. Okay, what? So my controller is changed. What would make it? No. I just need my settings from old boy.
That happens a lot, but seems like could have happened. So we're going to be covering both the graphic settings as well as the controller settings for Black Ops 6, and this is going to help streamline you so that your game runs as good as possible on console. If you're on a 120 hertz monitor, make sure you have that selected. If not, what are you doing? Try and get on a 120 hertz monitor. It'll definitely be a game changer for you. In terms of the gamma brightness, I have that set pretty much to default. Not a big deal. Maybe bump it up a couple there, but you can always adjust your monitor as well if you're looking to go to adjust that. Eco mode, I have that off. We get into the quality, we get the post-processing effects. We're going to go ahead and turn off motion blur, weapon motion blur, depth of field off. Fidelity cast is going to help with a little bit of the sharpness, and then I go ahead and bump that up to 65. If you want your game a little bit more sharp, go ahead and put it all the way up to 100. Then for the details and features, I haven't really noticed a huge difference between minimal and then basically turning it off and lowering the daily limit as much as possible, or going optimized and then making sure I have the download limit on. So as soon as I hit that, it's not going to impact my connection at all. I'm not sure which one's better. I tried both and I didn't really notice a difference. Both ran well. So try whichever. It might be based on your internet, but basically making it so it caps out so you're not doing that constantly. Then view, I go ahead and use the motion blur preset off in accessibility solutions. Field of view, we go ahead and go with 107. Obviously, if you have a preference to go higher, you definitely can, but generally I kind of stick it at 107 because when I go and swap over to Warzone, I keep it at the same, so it keeps it pretty neutral instead of maxing one out on either or, but again, that's a preference. Affected FOV, this will make it feel like you have a little bit less recoil. Weapon field of view, we go to do that wide, even though it's not really a noticeable difference. Third person really doesn't matter in this, but I maxed that one out. Field of view for the vehicle, wide, even though we're not really using vehicles. Least, then the camera movement on that will go ahead and go least as well. Third person ADS, and then obviously if we do want to go that route, and then off. You can see if you want to go ahead and play around with your FOV, one of the tools that this gives you is the favorite option. So you go ahead and star whichever one you're going to go ahead and play around with. So for this one, I've done it with FOV, and I've pretty much left all the other ones alone. It brings us to the interface, and they've actually added a ton of features with the interface. We get the visual support preset. I turn that off so that we go ahead and change stuff. If you want the tooltips off, you can go ahead and turn a lot of those on. I leave them default in case maybe you read something that's important, but in general, I generally have those off. You can skip the kill cam if you want to be a little bit faster, but one of the most important ones is the latency and packet loss on. So you can see if something's going on with your game over time. Clock, if that matters, the connection meter is just a visualization of the packet loss and server latency, so it's not really worth it to kind of cover up your screen within a public match. In terms of readability, you can make the text bigger if you want to go ahead and zoom in and all that stuff, depending on the mode you're playing. Overall, I don't care too much. I leave that mostly default. And where you get your game graphically looking like it pops is really in this color customization section, which this is the one I would make sure you're starring. So you can see I starred that there. You can change any of these color blindness settings if you do struggle with color blindness, or you just like the way it looks. But the most important part, in my opinion, is going down to the color filter settings and then changing the color filter to filter 2, and then making sure you're doing the color filter target for both, and then bumping the intensity all the way to max. That'll help give your game a little bit more vibrance and color. Gameplay HUD, safe area, I normally bring this in. As you can see there on the different variables, you can actually push this out further. But normally what will happen is as I bring this in, it's easier to look at the mini-map, look at my ammo, kind of see what's going on, still see what's on my screen, and then we go ahead and make sure that's applied. There are several HUD presets. If you want to go ahead and start with one, I would go into a private match or into the training area, then you can customize some things. But in general, these are the settings I go with when it comes to the mini-map. I go ahead and switch it from round to square. The mini-map, we go ahead and keep the compass over there instead of the top, even though I don't really look at that too much. Mini-map rotation on, radar off. That's a completely different system. Scale, I boosted up a little bit. If you boost it up too far, then the square part kind of overlaps with the time left in the match. It doesn't really work. block it out. Same thing with the visibility. You can do that with the weapon information, equipment, elimination. All these, you can lower these a little bit. With all those settings, you should be having a game. And all these, you can lower these a little bit. I wouldn't lower them all the way because then it can be a little bit difficult there. But then we have all that taken care of. That's going to bring us to the controller settings. So with all those settings, you should be having a game that's running pretty smooth on console. And a hardwired is always ideal for the internet if you want your game to run smooth on that side. We're going to go through the controller setup. So normally I play default flip because I play with two back pedals on the PS5 Edge that you're seeing right now. But if I were not playing on a PS5 Edge, what I would do is I would probably be playing on tactical flip, and that would allow you to slide and dive with the R3 button, which makes it super convenient. With that, so you can still maintain your aim while you're doing those types of movements. And then there's some other ones where there's bumper jumper tactical. That could be another one, or you can just customize the buttons exactly the way you want them if there's not one for you there. So I have that, and then I normally do a horizontal sensitivity higher than the vertical, just because you tend to spin a little bit more, and you have a little bit more motion in that direction when you're turning, versus vertical, you don't move as much on the screen, so you gotta be a little more accurate, and it helps to control a little bit of the recoil. On spin, could be another one, or you can just customize the buttons exactly the way you want them if there's not one for you there. So you can still maintain your aim while you're doing those types of movement. And then there's some other ones where it's bumper jumper tactical. That could be another one, or you can just customize the buttons exactly the way you want them if there's not one for you there. So I have that, and then I normally do a horizontal sensitivity higher than the vertical, just because you tend to spin a little bit more, and you have a little bit more motion in that direction when you're turning, versus vertical, you don't move as much on the screen, so you gotta be a little more accurate, and it helps to control a little bit of the recoil. Up on the presets, low motor strain preset off. Ping, I have it up on the D-pad. I don't have it L1. I think that's a little bit odd. And then there's the swap part of the default flip. Doing tactical flip, this one allows me to do L2 and R2. Typically on an Xbox controller, the way that the buttons sit, it's not as ergonomic to do it this way. So I normally when I play on an Xbox controller, I do not flip them. But on a PS5, it's more comfortable to flip them for me, and then it helps me with a little bit more spamming weapons if it's semi-auto. Ergonomic to doing this is a swap part. Still maintain your aim while you're doing those types of movement. And then there's some other ones where it's bumper jumper tactical. That could be another one, or you just customize the buttons exactly the way you want them if there's not one for you there. So I have that, and then I normally do a horizontal sensitivity higher than the vertical, just because you tend to spin a little bit more, and you have a little bit more motion in that direction when you're turning, versus vertical, you don't move as much on the screen, so you gotta be a little more accurate, and it helps to control a little bit of the recoil. Off on the presets, low motor strain preset off. Ping, I have it up on the D-pad. I don't have it L1. I think that's a little bit odd. And then there's the swap part of the default flip. Doing tactical flip, this one allows me to do L2 and R2. Typically on an Xbox controller, the way that the buttons sit, it's not as ergonomic to do it this way. So I normally when I play on an Xbox controller, I do not flip them. But on a PS5, it's more comfortable to flip them for me, and then it helps me with a little bit more spammy weapons if it's semi-auto. Controller vibration, we turn that off. You can actually adjust the intensity if you wanted, but that's off. Trigger effects off. And then dead zones. Here's a really important one for players, because what you'll see right here on the screen is if we go ahead and do the test, ideally if your controller is pretty good, it shouldn't move that much, and it should go back to 0. You can see right here on the screen where it says horizontal and vertical. If I go ahead and move these, they pretty much go back to 0. They might be off a hair there, see that one 0.2, whatever, but it pretty much centers. If it's going back to 0, you're going to go ahead and adjust it so that this is maybe at that or one above.
Clean ass controller still.
I would go ahead and lower that down to about 1. The controller's like a little bit more wonky because it has more use.
This shit is
You're
clean.
going to adjust it until it fixes that condition. I would go ahead and lower that down. You're going to go ahead and adjust vertical. If I go ahead and move these, they pretty much go back to 0. They might be off a hair there, see that one 0.2, whatever, but it pretty much centers. If it's going back to 0, you're going to go ahead and adjust it so that this is maybe at that or one above. Since the controller is in pretty good condition, I would go ahead and lower down to about 1. The controller's like a little bit more wonky because it has more use. What you're going to end up doing is you're going to adjust it until it fixes that. Maybe just 1 below wherever the furthest is, so it's not having insane stick drift. And then you're able to control your movement, and then so that the movement feels a little bit more responsive. Our left stick, we usually lower that one a little bit, so we get the max input much quicker when we're going to move forward on the stick. So right here, you can see, as soon as we get to here, it'll be max. And even though we haven't gone all the way up, and it gives you a little bit more responsiveness on that button. That might not be for everyone. Then the L2 and R2, I have those lowered as much as possible. So the millisecond that I press down on my trigger, I'm getting a response in the fire part of it. So that's kind of how that part works. In terms of this one, I've favorited the horizontal and vertical. If you want to try different stick layouts, you can have millisecond that I press down. But get to here, it'll be max. And even though we haven't gone all the way up, and it gives you a little bit more responsiveness on that. But that might not be for everyone. Then the L2 and R2, I have those lowered as much as possible. So the millisecond that I press down on my trigger, I'm getting a response in the fire part of it. So that's kind of how that part works. In terms of this one, I've favorited the horizontal and vertical. If you want to try different stick layouts, you can definitely do that one as well. Aiming. Normally, we leave everything kind of as part of it. So that's kind of how that part works. And that might not be for everyone. Then the L2 and R2, I have those lowered as much as possible. So the millisecond that I press down on my trigger, I'm getting a response in the fire part of it. So that's kind of how that part works. In terms of this one, I've favorited the horizontal and vertical. If you want to try different stick layouts, you can definitely do that one as well. Aiming. Normally, we leave everything kind of as is, and they kind of hit the ADS sensitivity multiplier in with these other ones. So this is the normal ADS sense that you have. I normally play anywhere between 0.8 to 0.9. This gives you additional slowdown when you aim down sight, and it can help be a little more accurate, especially at medium to long ranges. And you kind of adjust with this so you get that little bit of snap aim. And I'll do a guide on kind of how to find the right sensitivity in the near future. If you're interested in that, make sure you comment that down below, or like, or whatever, any of those types of things, or subscribe so you'll be able to find your way back for that video. Pretty much that's kind of how I lower it. Some people play with it at 1, and that's perfectly fine too. These different things are preferences, and this is kind of what I've been accustomed to over the years, especially since I use control freaks and always have. Difficult for me to play without them as long as I've been using them. So that's kind of how that part works. Aiming advanced, they've gone and hit another thing in here, which is the aim response curve. I play on dynamic, we've been playing for a while. Before, we used to have it where you had a couple different options on sensitivity as well with the precision Black Ops. They've eliminated all those, and we only have one aim assist setting, which allows it to make it super simple. The response curve, again, this is preference. A lot of people generally have leaned towards dynamic for quite a while. Whether that gives you extra aim assist or not, we'll figure that part out. But the target aim assist is on. Motion behavior, that's if you're going to use the gyro part of the controller. I'm not really a fan of that, but you can get some keyboard and mouse level precision aim if you get really good at that. Then when it comes to movement, we're going to get into intelligent movement. We've basically set it on so there's no sprint delay, tactical sprint assist, and then we can allow it to go those directions. So we get that full movement. If you want to disable that stuff, that kind of eliminates the omni movement part of it. Mantle assist off, crouch assist off, no sprint delay, tactical sprint assist, and then we can allow it to go those directions. So we get that full movement. If you want to disable that stuff, that kind of eliminates the omni movement part of it. Mantle assist off, crouch assist off, corner slice. I like the corner slice. If you don't, this is where you turn it off. So we get that full movement. If you want to disable that stuff, that kind of eliminates the omni movement part of it. Mantle assist off, crouch assist off, corner slice. I like the corner slice. If you don't, this is where you turn it off. And then hybrid. This is part of it. Mantle assist off, crouch assist off, corner slice. I like the corner slice. If you don't, this is where you turn it off. And then hybrid. This is another one I would probably bookmark if you want to go ahead and experiment with different ones. With hybrid, this is the one I recommended since it dropped. It's a little bit of an acclimation period or time to get used to it, but in general, once you do, it pays off because your movement will be much smoother. You'll be able to slide and dive basically instantaneous without the delay. It's a little bit of an acclimation period or time to get used to it, but in general, once you do, it pays off because your movement will be much smoother. You'll be able to slide and dive basically instantaneous without the delays that are normally going to be associated with the different options. So obviously if you put it tap to slide, then you would have different options on delays here, and it'll get closer to hybrid, but hybrid just solves the problem, and it gives you the most responsive slide and dive, and that's probably, obviously if you put it tap to slide, then you would have different options on delays here, and it'll get closer to hybrid, but hybrid just solves the problem, and it gives you the most responsive slide and dive, and that's probably the most important part. You just got to get used to it. Auto door peak, I have that on. Sprint restore on, slide maintain sprint, which just solves the problem. Yes, without the, it's a little bit of an acclimation period. This is another one I would probably part of it. Mantle assist off, crouch assist off, corner slice. I like the corner slice. If you don't, this is where you turn it off. And then hybrid. This is another one I would probably bookmark if you want to go ahead and experiment with different ones. With hybrid, this is the one I recommended since it dropped. It's a little bit of an acclimation period or time to get used to it, but in general, once you do, it pays off because your movement will be much smoother. You'll be able to slide and dive basically instantaneous without the delays that are normally going to be associated with the different options. So obviously if you put it tap to slide, then you would have different options on delays here, and it'll get closer to hybrid, but hybrid just solves the problem, and it gives you the most responsive slide and dive, and that's probably the most important part. You just got to get used to it. Auto door peak, I have that up. Sprint restore on, slide maintain sprint on. The parachute behavior, I have that off. Even that for the Warzone thing. Mantle cancels reload, I have that on. Then advanced movement settings. We don't really change much in here. I believe we do grounded mantle off, and then single tap to sprint. And then whether you want to do the free diving or the trigger, you'll have that option. And then I like the door bash. Just run through the door, unless maybe I was being super tactical. And then vehicles, not a big deal. Combat, whether you want to do the free diving or the trigger, you'll have that option, and then I like the door bash. Just run through the door, unless maybe I was being super tactical. And too much in here, I believe we do grounded mantle off, and then single tap to sprint. And then whether you want to do the free diving or the trigger, you'll have that option, and then I like the door bash. Just run through the door, unless maybe I was being super tactical, and then vehicles, not a big deal. Combat, down sight, we use hold, ADS melee, hold melee, apply all for the armor plates. Detonation, you do all at once or one at a time. Usually all at once. If you double press the reload button, you should blow up the first one. So you do get the option still to have them blown up independently. Movement behavior, hold. Manual fire behavior, we do press. And that's pretty much how that part works. And then combat advanced. We don't really do too much with this. Directional up is the beam. You can cycle strings if you want to do that. As well, if you're not going to utilize the beam, instead of having to hold on your strings, to go ahead and pick which one you want to use before you do that. Weapon X amount, short delay, interact, behavior. I do tap to reload. When it comes to multiplayer, when it comes to Warzone, we usually do prioritize interact. So that allows you to open the crates faster and stuff like that. But this streamlined. Capsule, sprint cancels reload, off, ADS, 6-swap, off, complete ammo switch, on, and then prioritize finishing move over the body shield. I don't plan to do much body shield, so I kind of have it set up that way. And then overlay advanced setting, I left those completely default, so these should be the exact same as yours. And then when we go to our quick settings, you can kind of see the different settings I favorited. And these are the settings that I've set aside, so if I want to go ahead and experiment and try different things out, I can go ahead and have them in the quick settings, favorited options. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Appreciate the support. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.
Okay. I see. I have to do my settings with the J J God video. Sorry, but now I'm good. Smoke real quick. Cash.
Wants Alawi alive.
Noted. Farah, straight to the exfil port.
Yes, yes. Do not answer.
5 minutes.
Alawi is a minister of defense and close to Saddam. His guys will be well trained and heavily armed.
Movement. Truck doors.
Got it. More to come. Keep pushing into the smoke.
Good. Where's my controller? Sprint is what? You can't sprint right now?
Another one.
They'll know we're here soon. Be ready.
What's ahead? Let's do this.
Alawi's in a black truck. Let's find him fast.
Copy, black truck. Keep pushing up, Kate. Ride it out. Take him out.
They're in the road.
I know what my health is. They don't have to show that. I don't even want to show my health in this one.
I got eyes on Alawi's truck, middle of the road. Case, take the door.
Help power out Alawi's truck. I got it.
Stay calm. We're not here to hurt you. CIA? We had a deal?
Deal? Not with us. Where you headed?
Colorado, you lie! Your man was getting me out!
Man.
Who exactly?
That us?
No, not Iraqi either.
Pantheon.
Pantheon.
We need to leave. You won't stand a chance against them.
They haven't spotted us. Come on.
What do you mean? Pantheon.
Let me get this straight, Mr. Marshall. The group you claim to be the Pantheon was a multinational, heavily armed paramilitary force that showed up out of the blue. At this point, you're told to wait for backup, but you decide to play cowboy instead.
We had to act fast. Our window
Ms.
was
Harrow,
closing.
did he or did he not
Did he
disobey your
or
order?
did he not do that?
Yes, sir, but the accelerated timetable
That's
made
what I thought. I've come to expect this from you. But not from you.
Sir, our objective was
So
to
what are they,
recover
timetable?
Alawi by any means necessary.
Oh, I'm
and that...
aware. So, care to explain why he's on a slab in the morgue right now?
Things got complicated. Who are these people?
The Pantheon is composed of former European and US operatives. I don't know who leads them.
They're blocking our exfil. We call in reinforcements and wait.
Wait. The hell with that. Barrage, come in. We're headed your way.
No, we're compromised. Alawi will slow us down.
Alawi, you going with us to the Pantheon?
I'm going with you.
Damn it, Troy.
Smart man. Case, let's start by softening them up.
What do you want? Oh, that.
Let's get to work, Case.
On it.
That's our opening.
Let's punch through it.
These Pantheon boys can fight.
Keep moving to the rally point. South of the convoy.
You can do that now?
You just worry about not slowing us down. We're open targets down here. Pantheon could pick us apart.
We're good. We're good. Just keep moving. Don't worry about that. They're gonna peek up right here.
Contact! Pantheon has the high ground!
Yeah. Uh-oh. Fuck. Damn. Oh, look, I can so quick. Ooh. Death hinders your ability to complete the mission. No shit, really?
We're almost to the RP case. Keep pushing.
Alright. Another game. I'll never could believe you know.
Clear.
Rally point to the west. Go. Why the hell did these guys want you so bad, Alawi?
Get me out of here and I will tell you everything I know.
Damn right you will.
Got an extra dude? I'm done. Oh, wait. They got two. Mine
Roger,
says.
meet us at the bottom.
Let's go. Yeah. Not with that bullshit, Praj.
Everyone all right?
Is this your...
No.
Adler!
Stand down!
What are you doing, bro?
Wait till Woods gets a load of this. Goddamn Russell Adler, CIA traitor. He been on the run, what, 10 months?
Marshall, huh? Woods' new project. You can ease up, son. I'm all done here. Jane.
You just killed a high-value target in cold blood and put our national security at risk.
Alawi can't fall into the Pantheon's hands. Or Langley's. The CIA is compromised. But it's not me. I'm just the fall guy.
You expect us to believe that?
No,
Jane,
man,
you wanna
knock
take his
it out.
mouth
Knock
shut
it
for
out.
me?
Yes.
Wait. I got a message for Woods.
Oh, yeah?
Tell him Bishop takes Rook.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
Time to go.
In the truck!
Case, you got the launcher? We'll shoot him down.
Yeah.
There. On our
Get that
six.
and shit.
Take him out.
I got it.
Rocket. Take the shot, Case.
Russian prospect.
We're solid.
Find.
Come on, Case. I need you. Bullseye. Wait, Troy. Look out.
Break.
Oh, shit!
That's how you drive.
No visible threats in the airspace. We're clear.
All clear?
Now to face the music on a
Looks
loud.
like Call of Duty 2. It reminded me of Call of Duty 2 for some reason.
Despite breach of conduct and losing Alawi, apprehending Russell Adler is a categorical windfall.
Yes, Ms. Harrow. Bringing in a rogue operative is certainly a win. Russell Adler, the mole who betrayed us in Panama. The man responsible for your current condition, Mr. Woods. So why was he trying to tell you something in Kuwait? Bishop takes Rook. Any idea what that means?
No clue.
No clue.
Okay then. Based on Harrow's reluctant report and the withholding of critical information regarding Russell Adler, your team is suspended.
Are you for real?
This is bullshit.
As for you, Ms. Harrow, consider yourself on very, very thin ice.
People like me and Adler are the reason we ain't speaking Russian right now.
The Cold War is over, Mr. Woods. That makes you and Russell Adler the last global gunslingers of a bygone era. Take this time to reflect on that. Dismissed. All of you.
Livingstone. I'd whoop your ass.
My office in 5.
I'd advise you not to pursue this further, Marshal.
That's pretty cool. This is the main character. I fuck that dude.
Are you admiring your own work?
Can't believe you kept him.
Not all reminders need to be scars.
Why are we here, Harrow?
Because you know something? Care to tell me what it is you're up to?
Me and the kids just need some time away. You know, take a little trip. Reflect a little.
Look, I can cover your asses on my end best I can. But if things go sideways again, you're on your own.
Copy that.
Oh, you won.
One? Yeah. Try a dozen. Do me a favor, Troy. Don't get yourself killed.
I'll see what I can do. Bishop takes Rook. Of course, Woods knew what it meant. Adler was pointing us somewhere. The Black Sea. According to Woods, 15 years ago, he and Adler discovered an abandoned KGB safe house in Bulgaria. It was called the Rook. Last year, before Adler disappeared, he'd been chasing rumors of a dangerous paramilitary group, one receiving orders from inside the CIA. He believed the Pantheon was developing a new type of weapon, with plans to unleash something the world had never seen before. And wouldn't you know it, soon evidence surfaced incriminating Adler himself, and he fled to this place. What we found here over the last couple days has changed everything. Now I'm questioning what I believed about Adler, about Livingston, about the CIA itself. I have my doubts about going dark on Jane. Woods might be right about her value on the inside, but she'll be in the crosshairs if Langley learns what we're up to. Adler brought us here for a reason. To stop the Pantheon before they strike. To do that, Woods believes we'll need him back. That won't be easy. But Adler left a name to follow. It's a good place to start. No more wasting time. You know the plan. Savati Dumas, the person you're gonna meet. Still no idea why Adler was in contact with her, but a lead's a lead.
We can't trust her. I doubt if Adler did. Hell, for all we know, she's part of this fucking Pantheon thing.
Who can we trust? Dumas agreed to meet Case in Avalon, so we're doing this.
Well, well, well. Look at you putting your big boy pants on. Shouldn't we find Adler before making this call?
Well, that's exactly why I'm going to Munich to wine and dine your old
friend. Hardly. I can't stand the son of a bitch. But we need him. Sometimes you just gotta hold your nose.
If he's as good as you say he is, by the time Case gets back, we'll have located Adler.
If Livingston hasn't already stuffed him in a barrel.
Op details are up on the board, Case. I'm headed out, so hit me up soon if you need anything.
I've got a few ideas on how we can polish this turd of a safe house case. Let's talk when you have a minute. All right. What kind of life savings you got? No wonder you're still alive, Case. Always serving up the top sirloin bullshit. I'm gonna cut to it. We can't do shit with this house, considering our money situation.
What do we need?
This place might have been fine for Adler, but for a team, I'm thinking overhaul. An armory, place to train, gear bench, not to mention anything else we might end up needing. There's that won't be free, though. Marshall found a few grand stashed in one of the rooms upstairs. Other than that, we're starting fresh.
I could do that.
No touching our own bank accounts either. Someone will be watching.
No.
When you're on a mission, look around for any cash lying around. You're gonna Robin Hood your way through this. Steal from the rich and give to the poor. That's me. The board behind me is how we'll track our spending. Give it a look. Just tell me where you want to spend the cash and I'll set it up.
That shit up. Yeah, something like that. Weapons station. Yeah, because if we're going in there, extra mags, I'll take that. What's that? That's nothing. The Bastion. Sorry, I'm gonna have some money. I like a little play. I think it's a little too fast. Alright. That's interesting. This is freaking Alan Wake 2. Do it, baby.
Adler didn't leave much intel on Savati Dumas.
Savati Dumas.
I can tell you a thing or two about Avalon. It's a playground for the filthy rich. And crime factions run the whole city. Everyone's looking for who to push off the slide. When they pick a target, they hire someone like Savati. She used to be part of the Guild, one of the most powerful Avalon factions. But now she freelances. Savati said that Adler hired her to follow a Pantheon trail. So you're gonna join her on that job tonight. We want to see firsthand where that trail leads. Maybe we'll even add some muscle to the team. You'll scratch her back. Sure as hell, watch your own. Trust is gotta be earned.
course it does. Case.
Hello, Case. Check under the phone booth.
Alright.
His name is Yannick, a broker for the Guild. He'll be on his yacht tonight taking a call with the Pantheon. We'll be listening in. Once that call is finished, you'll finish Yannick. That'll draw the target I really want. But first things first. The bell tower on that church offers an open view of Yannick's yacht. He's throwing a party while his men count money in the church. Let's see what you're made of, Case. Get to the bell tower. I don't care how. Quiet, loud, just get there. Good hands. You could go for a swim. Avoid some guards. Hope you can pick a lock.
I was about to say something, but I keep it as PG as possible. That's all I'll say.
Season on the Guild. They have it coming. I should know. I used to work for them. I never cared for Yannick's parties when I was with the Guild, though they were good practice in how to blend into a scene. Any girl who caught Yannick's eye was in for a long night. So let's cut his short.